Hello, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel here in beautiful Ocean Grove, New Jersey. Just got finished with a nice bike trip and I bumped into Martha and Gil. They're here in this beautiful parking lot. This is a great parking lot to hang out for today. And they have a DIY Ram Promaster van conversion, camper van conversion. Hello, welcome to New Jersey Outdoors.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
How you doing, Patrick? I'm Gilbert, and this is Martha, as you said.
You want to show them the van?
Welcome to the 3500 Ram Promaster. This is a leftover. We bought it with the idea of not going to hotels anymore after this COVID-19. And this is what happens after 3 months of being in captivity.
This was his quarantine project, so he spent all of COVID-19 out in the driveway converting. So it's a 2018. We bought it at the end of 2019 off the lot, and COVID came along, so go ahead and show them what you did.
Alright, let's start over here. We have the sink. The sink is granite. I had a special made. We have the LED lights up there in the ceiling. This is tongue and groove. This is PVC. Everything here is handmade in my garage. I don't have any skills about making cabinets, but I did the best I could. We have the towels, we have the books, we have the computers, we have what is this, lagoon table?
Yeah, why don't you talk about the hinges, because the hinges are pretty cool the way they stay up.
Oh yeah, these are Lowe's. I had to get special order for these and have them made. Installed them there, and they worked perfectly for what I had. The night light here works perfectly because when you want to be stealth and don't want any light in here, just turn that on and do your computer reports. We're both realtors, so we do that part-time. So we go out and show houses. We have the fans in here. They come on automatically or with the remote. Work perfectly because it creates like a wind tunnel in the van.
Right, because we've got the one in the front and the one in the back. So the one in the front can push the air in, and the one in the back can sort of suck the air out. So I'll get in and show you. And I can just come back here. I don't have to do any climbing. I can just turn it on and off. So, kind of cool. See, I just turned it off.
Show the wardrobe.
Uh-huh. I will. Let me turn it back on.
Okay,
here.
thank you.
There we go. And it's nice to put it right here, so when you're in bed you don't have to fool around trying to figure out where I put the remote. Another thing he did was this glass tile backsplash, which is pretty good because when I'm preparing food here, I have an electric skillet and a pot, which I guess let me take out. So I've got my skillet that I can plug in. And I've got my coffee pot.
Which is foldable?
Right. Sort of. So this way, right, we didn't have to have an entire stove set up. We didn't want to do a lot of cooking.
We're retired.
Right.
Just here to enjoy ourselves.
I'd rather go to a deli.
When you're done with it, just put it back.
Yeah, and when I'm done with it, just put it back. It's great.
The cabinets on top were handmade again. The doors, we store all our little bathroom supplies in there. The lights, there you go, we have more stuff there.
Yeah, we actually have more room than what we need in the summer. I think in the winter we'll have a lot more blankets and big sweaters, but for now we've got more room than what we need. So we've got this sink, and we ordered one especially deep, which is great because if I want to wash my hair in here, it's nice to have. A lot of them came only 5 inches. This one I think is an 8 or 9. And we've got the hot water heater, so I can turn it on, and I have hot and cold water. And then to save, it still runs a little bit after you turn it off, and then turn it back on. It's nice. Right? And then let me take you down here. So this is sort of, we've got garbage, and we've got an emergency, sort of a luggable loo. We try not to use the bathroom in here. We like to use YMCA's or bars, restaurants, wherever we may be, public clean places, but you have to have it for emergency. So here, my husband has a buddy who does auto repair, and so we had this made from an auto, what's it, like an auto body, I guess?
Yes.
So we've got the Lagoon table. We've got this that was custom made.
This is special.
We've got this pillow, which inside houses a wool blanket that's queen size, and to make it fit nice, 2 pairs of wool socks on each side.
In case we get cold.
In case it gets cold. Does it get cold?
Exactly.
Okay. And right here...
There's more storage up there. We have the sun
the reflector for the cab. But to put these curtains up, you know, I saw a lot of people had a lot of fancy things, but it required sewing. I don't sew. So we just bought a shower curtain rod. I ordered it, I think, off Amazon.
Works perfect.
And just kind of tuck it in.
Simple, just hang it in there. No
simple.
work required. And just gives us privacy. It blocks the light. And it's awesome. And it has more storage up there. Back here, I don't know if you can remember, we have an extra drawer that we pull out in case we are cooking. Want to put a hot water pot in here. These were all handmade again. We have all our storage there. You could probably put more stuff in here than you have in your bedroom.
What kind of locks are those?
These are window locks. I went to a window factory and had them, I ordered them and they gave them to me, so they're very lightweight. So they work very awesome. This here is my toolbox for the van, and also it serves as a step to get in the
to get up into the bed.
So I have tools in there, and you step into the bed. It's easier to climb up there. So it works wonderfully. We have a closet, the Dometic. This is not Dometic, right? This is
no. This is the truck fridge from those fellas in Kentucky. It's just one outfit in Kentucky. They sell them. It's fabulous.
Keeps the water very cold, very beautiful, very nicely. We have
the
our
only
snacks.
thing we do put, I do put a towel in it because stuff rolls around and rumbles around, so it keeps it nice and quiet.
What's the source of power for this?
Well,
is
this
it 12 volt? 12 volt only.
Only, and it's being fed from the batteries in the back. I'll show you.
Why don't you show them that? That's pretty cool.
This is the, what I have here is the controllers for the, if I want AC power for the outlets, I'll just turn this on. Comes right on. This is to monitor the batteries in the back. I'll show you that. I'm getting the 600 watts from the solar. I'm getting 2 Battle-Born 100 amps each, and I charge as I drive too. So I'm getting, and I have shore power. So that one is the heat sensor for the one of the batteries. I'll show you in the back too. Although this is not, this fan doesn't have any gas, I bought it just in case. My wife feels better.
You never know.
I drilled holes here, and this is awesome because the refrigerator, you want room to breathe to here. I gave it room on this side and also room back here. So it works perfectly. So the air circulates and it makes the
just doesn't let it overheat. Yeah.
Exactly. This is some kind of pergo material that I bought at Home Depot. So the same one I have on the floor, I just add extra material and put it there. This is also some kind of material that I bought at Home Depot.
This is like that MDF, real skinny board with the design that already came on it. Again, Home Depot. And this was ordered off Amazon, just a lot of stuff here.
The before we built the van, we had to put a sound deadening device.
We put some sound deadening stickers, and then we used the insulation. Now we were gonna go, well, we had first bought, I think started with an H, I don't remember, it was some type of wool. And people were saying it caused mold and that the best was to insulate, but it was super expensive. So on Craigslist, I was lucky enough to find a lady selling out enough to do the whole van for just about $100. And it probably would have cost more like $600. So we got lucky with that.
Yeah.
Oh, let me show you over here.
Oh, that's
We've
awesome.
got the hot water heater down there.
That's 2 gallons. It has another storage facility there so you could store more stuff. It has the water pump under there. I put a kill switch just to be safe. All these drawers are, like I said, handmade. I did this in my garage, but they slide. They're awesome. They don't move. They don't make any noise. It's cheap to do it manually and yourself in the garage.
what is the power source for the water heater?
That's also 12 volts. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That is actually 110. So when I turn the Pure Swine 3000 watt inverter, it comes on. It takes about 5 minutes to heat up all the water. The bed is...
the bed, again, ordered on Amazon. So I got the RV Short Queen. So it's queen from side to side. From head to foot, it's about 6 inches shorter than a normal queen.
So it's 6'4" from side to side.
Something like that. And then I got, again, RV
Memory
short
foam,
sheets.
right?
Yeah, it's a memory foam. Oh, and it folds up into 3 sections, but you can't feel it when you're sleeping on it. You would think it's just one piece. And then I also got the short sheets, and then I ordered that cute cover from India. It's called a Kantha. And up here, this is where we're going to keep extra bedding for when it's cold, because we want to go when it's cold too. But right now we take our tablet, and we sort of hang it from here at night. I do a little better job. I can't do it while I'm under pressure on film, but we hang it from here and we just watch TV.
So you don't need to have any hardwire for the regular TVs.
Yeah, we just have a data plan for this, so we don't really need to.
In here, this is a very unique idea that my wife came up with.
So under here, we have 2 storage bins. This one's going to be more for like shoes once it's, once we start needing boots and rain boots and snowshoes and things like that. And this one, and they fit just right so they don't move around. And this one is going to be for dirty clothes.
The laundry basket.
Right? This is our laundry basket. I liked that it was in a plastic bin because you don't want to worry about that. Now here, we've got some shoe storage. And my husband was planning on putting a little something over here so you won't even see it, but he didn't get to that yet. Nice little flap. Right?
This here,
pardon me,
within actually the floor that we got from Home Depot, when you lift it, you can see that the van came with this type of floor. We didn't glue it in case you want to change it later. So it's really nice. In here we have another little door, neat door for more access. We have extra water. We have the little John. The garbage can, another chair. This is the broom to sweep. It works wonderful. Another thing that working on the van, I realized that a lot of water comes in these Promasters when it's raining because it doesn't have like a little gutter there. So this is like a Mylar type of plastic I put in there, and the water doesn't come in the van. So it's awesome. A great idea to have that for anybody that's there. Yeah. The van didn't come with the running boards, so I had them done myself in my house in the driveway. They come self-explanatory, very easy.
Again, we ordered those online.
Yeah, everything's ordered online.
Ordered online during COVID. And then did you want to look at the tank under there as well?
Oh yes, I have the tank in there. So if I open this before like I did, it starts to throw the water from the sink. It's about 9 gallons. It's bolted in there, nothing's welded, no holes, just special. It comes in ready for that. On top of the roof, I have the 300 watt each monocrystalline solar panels. It works incredibly well. So I have enough there, plenty for what I use. I have yet to run out of anything. That's a special bar. That's a van outfitter in Lodi, New Jersey.
I think they're called van upfitters in either South Hackensack or right up near Lodi. 2 fellas, Frank and Pete. They're great. So they made that custom, welded it, bolted it in?
Yeah, it bolted into the van fittings. There's some screws there, and then they bolted the casing for the solar panels, and then I bolt them in myself and ran the wires.
That's loud.
In the back, you're gonna like it better. This is my special thing right here. Like every man, I guess, likes the garages. So this is my favorite part here. This is we actually measure everything to make sure that we can have the bikes in there because we like to go out biking. We have the picnic table. We have his and hers chair there. We have the 20-gallon freshwater tank. Oh, I have a garage light. Very neat. It came with the van at the beginning, but I took it out and replaced it and put it down here. Shore power. So if it's raining, it's dark, and I'm not getting any solar, I'm not moving the van, I can plug in with my extension cord. And this is a little pigtail that I made specifically for that. It fits perfectly, and you can start getting power. It's protected with this 30 amp breaker. I have the solar panel. So I have a kill switch right here in case I have a problem, so it's like a little breaker. Now I will not have any solar panel coming in, and I can work in the van if I need to. 2 battle borns, they're awesome. I have the DC to DC. While I'm driving, I can charge the batteries too. I have also kill switch for that if I need to. I have the 3000 Pure Swine inverter charger from Renogy. It works absolutely great. Never had a problem. It's also protected by breakers, so I rarely ever turn that on, but if I have to, I do. If I want to take showers, if I want to plug in a vacuum, if I want to work on the van for an air compressor, it works excellent. The other spec there, those are the 2 breakers for the 2 outlets in the front of the van, in case I need to turn on to plug in anything special like the coffee pot or the
or the skillet.
The skillet. We have the this
the
is
bike?
awesome
Oh, the
here.
bike thing.
This comes out so easily too. Just loosen it up a little bit, turn it, and lift the bikes. In 2 seconds, my wife or I can come out and start biking. His and hers chairs here. We can also wash the bikes, shower. We have the extension and the hose here that works wonders. We didn't even know this was going to be so good. So we can close the doors, shower.
And then once we've done that, we have a little clothesline if we need to hang up the towels or hang up bathing suits. We just left that right here, and that works great.
You have your little night light in case you need at nighttime. It also works great out here. If you're working, you have more light between the bikes.
Also, let me tell you about this if you want to look underneath. So we got these bed slats because we had seen on channels like yours that people said you shouldn't just have a board, that you should have air. So we went to a place called Restore, Tom's River, where you can get things secondhand, and we got those bed slats. And he painted them up and just made them fit, so they're great.
Also, these things right here are awesome because it blocks the sunlight. Also gives you privacy. The van comes with very hollow metal, so we insulated everything.
Yeah.
We shoved it in there.
And then these, in the morning, they're just metallic. They're great. So if you tuck them in real nice, you won't get any sunlight at all.
And the other side, we came up with a great idea because there's so much money in here. So we wanted to make sure that while we're parked somewhere, we installed a camera that is 24 hours recording the back and the front of the van. So it works wonders. And also the van comes with a backup camera right there, which has so many pluses in this camper van. Promaster did a great job. I also
you had a tow hitch down here too.
Oh yes, if I want to carry, tow a vehicle, I had it professionally installed. My brother at his garage, they did a great job. Now we got to do the wire harness for it. And again, we make sure that we didn't go over the weight limit on the van. And we just want to be stealth camping. We don't want to be seen. We don't want to be heard. So the van doesn't look like a camper van.
No, at all.
This side we did the step.
In fact, we parked somewhere recently and someone came up to us and said, "We know what you're doing in there. We know you guys are cops. We know you're watching."
Yeah, they thought we were police officers. In here, we came up with a great idea. The van doesn't have fog lights. So my wife said, let's install an LED light.
So he installed the little light switch right here. So while you're driving, you don't have to fool and look for it.
Or make an extra hole that is going to be visible.
So if you want to see what it does, you can...
So because there's no fog lights, you have this nice light that illuminates the entire road for off-roading. And the van, the other camera, I don't know if you can see it, but it's hidden in there. And it's recording 24/7, wherever we're doing. So let's hope you like, we don't have a name for this van yet, Martha.
Huh?
We don't have a name for this van. What do you want to name it?
We don't.
So eventually we'll come up with a name.
Eventually. I guess we need to go on a couple more trips and have something sort of occur organically.
What do you want to do? Not yet.
I don't know.
Let's drive it. Let's go on the world and see what happens.
I know.
So what inspired you before COVID? I guess you had things going on, started to at least buy the van last year before COVID. What inspired you to do this versus maybe some other types of RV type products you could purchase?
Well, I think, you know, we wanted to be a little bit on a budget because we have 2 kids in college. So we couldn't just throw money around willy-nilly. And we knew we wanted to travel. And this just seemed like a great idea to kind of be able to go wherever you wanted and not have to worry about the hotels or where am I going to stay. It sort of took a lot of planning out of it and lets you do things a little more spontaneously.
Meeting people, going around
Right?
the world.
Yeah.
Why a van? Why not a big Class A motorhome, a tiny house, a travel trailer? Why did you go with the
You
van?
have to get out of the car and go in the back. This is so easily accessible. If
This
it's
is so
raining,
stealthy.
if it's dark, you just shut off and walk in from. You don't have to come out of the van.
But also you're not stuck going to campsites because if you get a big RV, you can't really
You have to
stay
pay a
wherever
fee.
you want. Right.
At those campsites.
Yeah, they won't let you park in this parking lot. You can see this parking lot is right on the ocean. It borders Asbury Park and Ocean Grove. I got my van here. I've been here most of the day, and they're parked here. And no one's really going to say anything unless you maybe
No
set up chairs or have an awning out.
Also, you
No
can go
one's
on
ever
the
said anything.
Parkway. You can travel. You can go on the turnpike. The height is not that bad. You can go onto low bridges.
Yeah, it just feels like you don't have any limits with a van. Whereas with an RV, you're in an RV park or somewhere specific. And here
You
we
could go
just
downtown.
be anywhere.
You could be anywhere. Just stop anywhere you can find parking. Don't have to pay.
Oh
Overpay.
right, that's another thing. We just take this to any downtown. I mean, even Ocean Grove where it's tiny, and just park it on the street.
We're
You
staying
can park
overnight here with no
anywhere.
problems.
Yeah.
And we love it here. The neighbors love it. They come out and they want to see the van.
So where did you learn the skills here to even take on a project like this?
I'm a little handy, but YouTube was the best. There's a lot of help. Everybody's dying to help you. If you have a question with anything that you have it, like this here, they sell them 24 inches. I had to have it 18 inches so that I can have a lot of room in there. So I had to make this myself. Watch a lot of YouTubers.
But there was help on Facebook too. Ram Promaster conversion
Forums,
forum.
There's lots of great Facebook groups
yes.
for
Yeah.
this lifestyle. There's schoolie
Great
ones, there's
forums.
shuttle bus ones. I think there's a group for everything.
There's one specific to Promaster conversion.
And YouTube, because
they're
you do a
helpful.
lot of recording, and I've
Yeah.
seen you, and I'm surprised I have you here today. What a
Yeah, it's
thing.
fun.
If you had to do it all over again, now that you built it, I know you're going to make some tweaks. I am constantly changing things on my van. What would you do differently?
I don't know. I like
I
everything.
don't think
that's done.
anything really. I mean, we still have things to add. So we're adding the shower.
Oh, we're gonna add the heater.
Yeah, we were talking about that off camera. What's your plans for the shower?
Oh, the shower. Here we go. I'll give you a real quick example.
Sort of a mock-up.
Exactly.
So
So
we're gonna
here's
use-
the going to be the shower pan.
It's
I'm
just a
gonna have a
box
hole
from
here.
IKEA.
I'm gonna lift this up. You're not gonna see it. There'll be a hole right here. It's gonna hook up to the water tank. That's great.
Is allowed.
I'm gonna have hooks in here. I'm gonna have my fan and my light. I have here. I'll show you.
Well, we were also going to use this.
We want to use that one. If not, we have this electric pump. Once we pump it into here, we can pump it this way and take the shower.
Right.
No one can see anything. The door will be closed. The curtains will be there. You shower with 2 gallons of water.
Well, and the first thing we're going to do before we start cutting holes and doing marine drains and things like that is we're going to have an extender here and just try and shower
Hook it up right here.
right?
Exactly.
This is a very similar type of system that I filmed Charles. Charles has a camper van and had modified it so he could do showers similar to that. So I see a lot of that now because it takes up a lot of room.
Can do
It
it.
does. Well,
it's
that
clean.
box fits in the closet area. But what we may do is try it without a drain and take that battery operated pump, and once we have the water, pump it out, down through the sink, and then put that away.
Yeah.
And we're going to see if we really need a drain or not.
And you talked about budget before, and besides the cost of the van itself, because anybody could source a brand new one, a used one, all different price points. What would someone expect to bring it to this level? You got a lot of money in solar and batteries and inverter, I see. But altogether, what would you think to make your own camper van out of a Promaster? What would you think the cost of the build would?
Because I know usually when people say budget, they mean budget, and because we're retired and he's got a pension, our budget is probably higher than other people's budgets would be. But this would be soup to nuts, probably 9,000 in here.
9,000.
I mean, certainly so much less than going out and buying a Travato off the lot or something like that we went and looked at. They wanted what, $100,000?
And all the electronics are top of the line.
Yeah.
We didn't chip out.
He didn't skimp.
Yeah, the Battleborn battery is a nice product,
That's
and
like $9.89 each, I think.
Something like that,
like that.
Yeah.
But all this is Home Depot material. You just gotta sand it, paint it, and with some luck, make it look this way.
we got a lot of questions on the channel about insurance. So how does that work when you build your own versus buying a Travato?
Okay, so good question, because currently I'm working with 2 different insurance agents. Right now it's just insured as a passenger vehicle, which means that probably nothing inside is really insured. I'm working with a guy who's trying to get it insured as an RV, but because I don't have a flush toilet or a shower drain, I'm having a little bit of trouble. So he's shopping it right now. I sent pictures already and a quick film, and he's looking to see what he can get me. It's tough.
Do you have any tips for our viewers, some of the challenges that you had to overcome? We talked about the countertop being a different size than what you could buy.
Yes.
I think you had a problem sourcing some of the materials during COVID, right?
Yes.
We did.
We couldn't go to Home Depot, so the 2x4s I have to cut them in half, splice them, sand them myself, because
He got very creative with everything, and then I got to be a real expert on Amazon and just ordered all sorts of things that you wouldn't think you can order on Amazon, like this huge running board. I mean, that came from Amazon, showed up on my front porch.
Also, this countertop, you don't want to go with the regular 4-inch countertops that you find in your house. You have to go with something thinner, because it's not that much weight, because you have to always be careful of the weight. The sink, and also the doors, you don't want to make solid doors because there's weight. So actually this is a half inch or 3/4, and this is a 1/4 inch. So it takes a lot of the weight off.
Yeah.
And it works wonders, because the doors, there's nothing wrong with it, and it closes fine, and that's the way I did the other ones. Always remembering the weight.
Well, Martha and Gil, thank you very much for taking the time to give our viewers a tour of your incredible DIY camper van on the Ram Promaster chassis. Very popular platform. It's nice and wide, so you could do the bed side to side like that. Well, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love it, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks very much.